to Rifle Gaming here!
What's going on, everyone? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I'm going to be covering the Gjallarhorn. A lot of people talk about this weapon, and is it really worth it? Is this Gjallarhorn as powerful as they say? Yes. Yes, it is. If they say it isn't powerful or not useful, they're lying. They're not really your friend. This rocket launcher is absolutely insane in PvE and PvP, but mainly for PvE. I don't recommend using a rocket launcher to take up your exotic slot in the PvP, although it does seem to do the job as a rocket launcher in PvP. I guess that depends on more of your preference, but in my opinion, it's not meant for PvP. It's meant for PvE. Heavy weapon ammo can be sometimes a pain to find, especially for a rocket launcher, but if you're stacked with synthesis, this rocket launcher hands down is the best weapon in the game. In my opinion, this is the most strongest and most useful weapon that I have come across. Well, that's just in my opinion, just because of how fast this can demolish bosses. Now, if we're fighting something like a fallen walker or something, this might not be as useful as a sniper rifle would be, but overall, this weapon is incredible. For starters, I guess I'll start with the PvP with this weapon. The rocket's tracking is mostly reliable for hitting players in PvP, mainly because of the velocity. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're choosing the perks you want to choose. The tracking is good enough so either jumping or attempting to sidestep the rocket might not work. And not to mention, the explosive projectiles that come out of the Wolfpack rounds is absolutely insane. It's basically the swarm grenade on steroids. These things demolish. I guess that's the best word to use with the Gjallarhorn because I see myself using that word over and over with it. And keep in mind, it is possible for an enemy to die by not getting hit by the explosion at all, and these Wolfpack rounds can kill the enemy. So that's how powerful these projectiles can be. Before I get started with the PvE side of this weapon, this exotic rocket launcher can be purchased from Xur. It's only been sold from Xur once though, so I don't know when this will ever be sold again. And if it does, well, now you guys know, definitely get this weapon. And also, when this was sold from Xur, it was 17 strange coins. It can also be rewarded to you from Crucible matches, weekly Nightfall strikes, engrams, Vault of Glass, or even Crota's Inn. That's where I got my Gjallarhorn from Crota himself. Alright, so now to go over the perks, starting with Soft Launch, Confined Launch, and Smart Drift Control. Soft Launch allows you to have less recoil but penalty to velocity. You don't really want to look for a lot of penalty to velocity, once again, especially if you're playing PvP. But on the other hand, if you're playing PvE, I use Smart Drift Control. Predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to velocity. But if you are playing PvP, it is suggested that you go for a significant penalty to velocity. So go for a Confined Launch. And the other perk is Tracking. I mean, the tracking is alright on this weapon. You still got to be kind of accurate with the Gjallarhorn. That is why it's suggested to get more velocity on this rocket. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I think the Truth has the best tracking on a rocket launcher. The next perk is Upgrade Damage, and then comes Quick Draw, Snapshot, and Speed Reload. I go with Speed Reload just because it takes some time for a rocket launcher to reload, but you can always go with aiming the weapon incredibly fast if you find that useful. I don't really see why aiming a Gjallarhorn is useful. Of course you aim it, but you really have to take your time aiming a rocket. And the other perk is Quick Draw. This weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. I can see this as a potential perk, but all in all, I think the best perk to choose is Speed Reload, just because the rockets can take a while to reload. It speeds up a lot of time to allow you to do more damage in a short amount of time. The next perk is what makes this rocket launcher the Wolfpack rounds. The Wolfpack rounds do a lot more damage than a swarm grenade. Like I said before, if the explosion doesn't hit someone in the PvP at all, the Wolfpack rounds would kill someone in PvP. And as you guys can see, the damage it does on bosses, higher ranked enemies, this thing is just insane when you get this perk. And of course, in my personal suggestion, fully upgrade the Gjallarhorn. It's worth it. It is completely worth it. You're not wasting a single thing upgrading this bad boy. Alright, to wrap this video up with some interesting trivia for the Gjallarhorn. If you guys didn't know, the Gjallarhorn was designed and personally crafted by Fiesel Crux, which is a personal gunsmith on Destiny. It is said by Fiesel Crux as a gift to the Guardians who fought the Battle of the Twilight Gap, which Twilight Gap is a PvP map. It was forged from the armor of the Guardians who fell in battle. That's pretty interesting, and I'm getting all these facts from the Destiny Wiki, so if you want to further investigate this info I'm throwing at you guys, it'll be in the description. Anyways, the next trivia fact is Bungie 3D modeler and Gjallarhorn's designer, Mark Van Hetsma, added a wolf onto the weapon for each day he spent working on it. and there's a total of 16 wolves thus far can be seen in the various images of the weapon. So it took him 16 days to finish this Gjallarhorn weapon, and it's absolutely incredible. Also, knights and gladiators inspired the design of the Gjallarhorn. The Gjallarhorn was also used in the Destiny live action trailer Become Legend. And the last trivia I have for you guys to wrap up this video, during the E3 2013 gameplay demo, the Gjallarhorn was called the Wolf Pack. Just Wolf Pack. However, during a closed doors session, Bungie revealed that this name was made up as a joke, similar to how the Patience in Time was nicknamed Better Than Yours. So heck yeah, some fun trivia for you guys. But I guess that's about wrapping up this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And if the video was enjoyable, please remember to leave a like. It is much appreciated, guys. And I will be throwing you guys some more reviews of some very awesome weapons as well. But I'm out of here though. Thanks everyone for watching, and most importantly, thank you all for your time. Peace. This information has been passed around on the internet quite a bit, but for those of you that do not know what's going to be in the House of Wolves, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Starting off with the Titan Raid Armor. The Titan's Raid Armor is labeled Wolf Walker.